What's up, guys? It's Amy back again from Everyone Can Do Math. I'm excited because today we're doing practice problems, and honestly, that's my favorite part of the whole math. But we're going to be doing practice problems covering the ruler postulate that we talked about last time, and then the whole congruent thing that we talked about last time. If you haven't checked out those videos, go ahead and check out those explanations first before you come and do these videos. And also, before we get started, if you could please like this video, please subscribe to this channel. I really enjoy making these videos for you, and I want to keep doing it. And so just let me know if that's something that I should do. And also, if you have questions about any of this, or if you have other questions about problems or just other material that you'd like me to make a video on, go ahead and let me know that in the comments, and I can try and work on those types of videos. But let's get started. Okay, so I mentioned before, if you haven't seen the video where I explain all of these things, go ahead and check out that video before we actually come and do the problems. But we're just going to assume that you watched that video. So the first thing we have here is kind of like a little number segment thing. I guess I can't call it a number line, but like a number segment. And so we have all these letters, and then at the bottom you can see that we all have we have the numbers that are tied to those letters. So the first question is asking us, what is the distance between C and D? That's this part right here. And we see that C is on point 0 and D is on point 1. So just like we covered before, the answer to this is going to be the absolute value of one of these points minus the other one of these points. So we can say the absolute value of 1 minus 0, which is going to give us 1. Or we can say the absolute value of 0 minus 1, which is also going to give us 1. So our answer is 1. You don't have to do both. I'm just doing both to show you that you could have done it either way to come up with this answer. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is find, what's the next one? The distance between B and F. So that is going to be this. So we can again see that point B we have a -1, and then for F we have a 3. So our answer is going to be equal to the absolute value of, and again, it doesn't matter which point we pick first, so I'll just say -1, and then minus our other point, which is 3. So -1 minus 3 is going to give us -4. So our answer is going to be 4. And since I've already done both ways up top, I'm not going to do it again, but you can see if you would have done it the other way, you still would have gotten the same answer. So 4 is the answer for that. All right, and so the last one that we have here is asking us the distance between point D and E. So we're going to do the same thing we've been doing. We're going to say that that is equal to D is on 1 and E is on 2. So I can just say 1 minus 2, the absolute value of 1 minus 2. And that is going to equal the absolute value of -1, which is going to equal 1. And like we talked about last video, that literally is the ruler postulate. It's kind of like a, that's like a duh moment, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and do number 4. Okay, so number 4 says, if the line segment BY is equal to 7, and I'm just going to go ahead and label it. So we're saying this is equal to 7, and YE is equal to 14. So this is YE. It's equal to 14. And if you don't need to do this, then don't do it. But if this is helpful to you whenever you're doing your homework or whatever, just go ahead and fill it in there so you can see it visually, if that's helpful. Okay, so if BY is equal to 7 and YE is equal to 14, then what is BE equal to? This. All right, so this is literally the definition of the segment postulate, the segment addition postulate that we talked about last time. And that says that by, so, and I'm going to do it in a different color so you can see. So this by plus this ye is going to be equal to all of it. So by plus ye is going to give me be. So all we have to do is fill it in. We already know here that the by is 7 plus the ye is 14. So that's literally giving us our answer, which is 21. So be is going to be equal to 21. All right, next problem. And this one's already labeled for us, which is another way that you might see your problems. So we have our BO. That's funny. Our BO is equal to 8, and then we have our BY is equal to 15. And I'm just going to go ahead and write the postulate that we wrote last time. So we had BO, in this case it would be BO plus OY is going to be equal to BY. So here all I'm going to do is fill in the numbers that we already have. So we already have our BO is 8. And we already have our BY is 15. So we can make this a really quick algebra problem. So all we're going to have to do is say, we're going to go ahead and subtract this 8. So we're going to say our OY is then equal to 7. Okay? And even if you just look at the visual, you're able to see that the only chunk of this 15, the only thing that makes up this 15 is going to be the BO and the OY. So we already have our BO right here. So all we're missing is the OY. So that's why we're going to do our 15 minus our 8. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do our last problem. Okay, we're going to go ahead and label these like we did before. So our AD is equal to 40. And then we have our AB is equal to 10. And then we have BC is equal to CD. So we're going to just go like that. All right, and so first thing it wants us to find is BC. So here, I'm again just going to write whatever the equation would be for that segment addition postulate. So here we're going to have AB plus BC plus CD is going to be equal to 40, because we know that 40 is the length of the whole line. Now we can also minimize this because we know that BC and CD are congruent, which means that they are equivalent. So we can actually write AB plus 2 BCs is equal to 40. We can write 2 BCs because it's basically 2 BCs because BC is equal to CD. Now we already know that our AB is equal to 10. So now we have an equation. 10 plus 2 BCs are equal to 40. So we're going to go ahead and subtract our 10. So now we have 2 BC is equal to 30. And we're going to go ahead and divide it by our 2. So BC is going to be equal to 15. So that's our first answer. And you can actually check it if you wanted. Go ahead and add the 10, fill it in with this first equation. Add your 10 plus your 15 plus your 15 and see if it equals 40. Okay, so now I'm going to label the rest of our line just so that the rest of the problem will be easy. So now we're saying that the BC, 15, and we're saying that this is equal to 15. All right, so the next question is, what is AC? So AC is going to be this right here. We have our 10 plus our 15. So that's what it's going to be. 10 plus the 15, which is going to give us 25. So we're going to have AC is equal to 10 plus 15. And then our next one is going to be BD. And our BD area is this. and we see that we have a 15 and a 15. So in order to get that, all we have to do is add the two 15s. So again, we're going to go down here and say our BD equal to 15 plus 15, which is going to give us 30. So you have a 30, a 25, and a 15. So that's the end of this set of problems. You can kind of see how the congruency plays in, how the postulates play in, and honestly, they're not too challenging problems. They're just kind of straightforward. This is just the explanation, so hopefully it made sense to you all. If not, let me know in the comments if I need to explain it more, if I need to stop talking so much, just let me know. And that's all, guys. Like I mentioned before, if you haven't checked out the video where I'm explaining these, go ahead and check that out. If you need some help with absolute value, go ahead and check that out. And that's it. Please like this video, please subscribe to this channel, and please join me next time as we keep going and doing math, because everyone can do math. Bye, guys.